to know. It's important not just to know something, but what we do with it. What we do with it. It's just like when food is given to you. Food is presented to you. You're hungry. Food is given to you. And you say, beautiful food. I'm so hungry. Food, you look so beautiful. Just look at the eggs. Look at the ham. Look at the alignment of the sausages. But you don't eat. It's not helping you. You see, I just love the way the carrots are so beautifully aligned. Just look at the mushrooms. I have much room for you. But you're not eating. He will die. That's the same way when we hear the word of God. It's not just to observe it, but to take it in and say, I make some decisions for my life because of the word of God. Remember, the word of God is spirit and it is life. You know, one of the things about the word of God is that when you hear it, it gives you the ability to do what it says. Glory to God. Would you just stand to your feet now? And I want you to talk to the Lord about what you've heard. You've got that friend at home. Maybe he even lives in your house. Maybe your family members. Have they heard the gospel of Jesus Christ? Have you preached to them? Are you worried what they will say? That's not the issue. The issue is what would happen if they don't hear this gospel? What's your decision concerning them? After I heard the gospel of Jesus Christ, I couldn't keep it to myself. I had to take it to my sister, my younger sister, and I preached to her. I preached to her, preached the gospel to her. I took it to my brothers. I preached the gospel to them. I took it to my mom. I preached the gospel to her. And I didn't know, I was a teenager at the time. After I preached the gospel to her, I said, you have to follow me to hear what I'm hearing. It was not just enough to cast the word abroad. Come to where I'm hearing the word, because you must be discipled. So I brought them all. Few months after I led my sister to Christ, she went back to school. She was in the secondary school. She went back. The same message she heard Pastor Chris preaching, she preached it to her class of 24 students, and all of them raised their hands and said, we want to give our lives to Jesus Christ. And she came back and testified, everybody in my class is born again. And tears in my eyes, because I could see the gospel was moving. But what if I had kept quiet? What would have happened to her? What would have happened to her? What would have happened? So the people we associate with, I say, this man is my closest friend. He's my closest friend. I say I care about him. In fact, he's more than a brother to me. But you've never shared the gospel of Jesus with him. Then he's not your closest friend. Because if you truly care about him, you would care about his life. What if tonight is his last day on earth? And he's been with you all these years. You laugh about so many things. You joke about so many things. You can discuss so many things. Except the one vital thing. The one needful thing. His eternal salvation. So I love my sister. I love my brother. I love my parents. But you've never preached the gospel to them. You must make a decision today. The gospel must be more than my necessary food. If I need to sit down and train myself. When you join one of our cells, you join one of our life groups. It's not just so there's a group of people you're with. It's to give you an opportunity to be trained to be a soul winner. So you learn to have the boldness to stand in front of your friends, your colleagues, and preach the gospel to them. I preached to a friend of mine. He came to live in the same compound with me. Then in Nigeria many years ago. And we got to talking. And I preached the gospel to him. Preached it to him. And he got saved. And he didn't just say, oh, thank God he's saved, and left him. No. I told him, you must follow me to where I receive the word. And so I took him. I brought him to Christ Embassy. And he came and started listening. While he was listening, he told me my older brother is around. His older brother, much older than me. And I said, I want to preach to your brother too. So I went to his older brother and I preached the gospel to him and told him, you need to also come with me. And he followed. Came, joined the church. But that young man I preached to, last year, I watched the video. He organized a crusade. Almost 7,000 people gathered to hear him preach. And hundreds of people came out to give their lives to Jesus. I watched the video. I said, oh God, what if I was not obedient to share the gospel with him? Would all these people have heard? Listen, don't make the mistake of thinking, well, if I don't preach it to him, somebody else will. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. That person may only listen to the gospel through you at that time. And many times when God is moving you to preach the gospel to somebody, it's because you are the one who has the words that will bring conviction. And so I watched his crusade. And I just thought, thank you, Jesus, that I was wise enough and passionate enough to tell him about this gospel. Who has God brought your way to hear the gospel? Who has God brought your way? You know, we are ordained to be the oracles of God. In other words, when people come around you, they should hear this gospel. It's a gospel about a new kind of life. This new kind of life is what makes us come to the house of God to listen. You see, it's not the church attendance. The church attendance is a result of a life. That's why we come to the house of God, because we have a different kind of life. And we come to the house of God so that we hear God's word, which gives us greater strength to produce more results. Glory to God. Would you just lift your hands to the Lord and thank him? And tell him, Lord, I will win souls for you. Say it, I will win souls for you because I am wise. I will bring them to the house of God to be taught, to be established, and so they too become soul winners. I am God's answer to the people around me. God has given me a message because I am wise, and they will hear that message. The people around me will not be lost because I have the word to give to them. And they will receive it, and they will receive eternal life. In the name of Jesus. Amen. 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 Glory to God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Now, just for the next 2 minutes before I conclude, I want you to pray for your family members, especially those who are not saved, your friends, those who are around you, or those who come around you, or those who you come around. I want you to pray for them. I want you to pray for them. For the Spirit of God to prevail upon them, that as you begin to speak and share the gospel with them, many times all you need to do, what you hear in the house of God here, what you hear in our messages, just go and tell them the same thing. Because that's many times all you need to do to preach the gospel. But today, it's important you make up your mind. You make up your mind. These people can't be in darkness while I'm in the light. Otherwise, I don't really believe. I want you to pray. You're praying for your family members. You're praying for your friends. You're praying for your colleagues. You're saying, Lord, give me the opportunity to preach to them. Help me create the circumstances to give them the gospel, to open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light. Turn them from darkness to light, from the power of Satan unto God, that they may receive forgiveness of sins and inheritance among all them who are sanctified by faith that is in me. And Lord, I'm praying this way because I'm wise. You see, you talk to the Lord. You've told me that those who win souls are wise. And I am wise. I am wise in this generation. I am not foolish, I am wise. I understand why I should win souls. Because I am wise. I am wise. 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 Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. Glory to God.